Hello friends, congratulations for getting this coveted call. I am Nikhil, a PGP1 student at IIM Lucknow. In the campus, I am part of Team Disha, which helps people to prepare for the placements. I am doing my summers at Star TV in the field of marketing and strategy. Before coming to IIM Lucknow, I did my graduation in mechanical engineering from MIT Pune. After that, I worked for 2 years in Whirlpool Corporation in the field of engineering design in close coordination with operations and marketing team. So as all of you know, the process at IIM Lucknow will be of 3 stages. First will be the essay writing, followed by GD and then PI. So when it comes to essay, it is important that you should have as much information as possible to write. Now in order to be able to do so, what you need to do is try to collect as much information as possible regarding the current affairs that took place preferably in the last 6 months. Now when topic is given to you, try to generate as many points as possible. Try to correlate the topic of the essay with social, political, economic, legal and technical issues. When you are doing so, you will be having ample number of points and it will appear that you have thought about the given issue from various possible angles. Try to generate as many points as possible and later on make a complete structure of the essay. Once the essay is done, your sheets will be collected and it will be expected from you to have a really good discussion for 12 to 15 minutes. During the GD, you will be told that it is necessary that you should initiate the discussion. Of course, it gives you an advantage, but every time it is not necessary. In my case, I never initiated any discussion, but I always made sure that I bring at least 5 to 6 different points and build upon the points which were mentioned by others. So this is going to be the typical strategy what you can follow for the group discussion. Now coming to the personal interview, which actually decides the fate of the candidate, I would like to share about what kind of preparation I did. Now I will just describe about what profile I have. I worked in engineering design, so I was expecting that I will be grilled on highly technical questions, and it actually happened during the interview as well. So it's important that you prepare on at least 2 to 3 technical subjects, and when you are preparing for it, make sure that the preparation is very thorough and up to the mark. For example, to give you a few of the questions, since I have done my mechanical engineering, I was asked which were the favorite subjects. I told them about heat transfer, thermodynamics, IC engines, strength of machines, etc. So I was extensively grilled on those subjects. I was asked about Grashoff's number, Biot number, Nusselt number, Prandtl number. Now these are highly technical terms. And it is quite possible that you may forget about these terms after completing your engineering. So it's important that be thoroughly prepared on these subjects. Not only that, I was asked to design a connecting rod for the IC engines by doing engineering calculations. I was given pen and paper to design the actual assembly as well. So they go up to that level as well. Now coming to the operations part of the interview, since I worked in consumer durables company and my job was related to mechanical engineering, I was extensively grilled on the questions related to company's processes. Since Whirlpool is following 3 Sigma process, I was asked about how you used to design the parts, how 3 Sigma was implemented during the designing of the parts. In addition to that, I was also extensively asked regarding the competitors of Whirlpool, what they are doing right now, what is the distribution system and supply chain management of LG, Samsung, why LG and Samsung are more successful as compared to Whirlpool in few of the product categories. If you are a manager, then what you will do to make sure that Whirlpool comes out as a market leader in home appliance business. So these were the questions that were asked to me. In addition to that, since I was having 2 years of work, the faculty members, they are expecting that I should have very clear reason why I am doing MBA. Since I was having quite logical and genuine reason, the faculty appreciated it. So when it comes to preparing for the PI, make sure that you are really well prepared on 2 or 3 favorite subjects. Make sure that you know about your company, the current business that company is doing, how well it is doing, what is the position of the company, which are the direct competitors, and what you can do to make sure that company's business gets improved. Worked in my favor considering the final selection at IIM Lucknow is I was really prepared on my favorite subjects. They asked me a lot of technical questions and I was able to convince them. In addition to that, I was knowing about the company's business, the current competitors, and what suggestions and improvements that I can do to make sure that company's business gets improved. So it's necessary that you have really good information on these issues. In addition to that, I had very clear vision and goals regarding why I want to do the MBA and leave the job. Now I will just summarize what I have suggested for GD, PI and essay. When you are writing an essay and you will be discussing the same for the GD, make sure that you try to bring as many points as possible and try to correlate them with different aspects which I already mentioned. Try to read newspaper regularly. Try to collect the information about the current affairs, preferably that took place for the last 6 months, and make sure that you have your own opinion for these issues, because it is possible that you will be asked during the interview what you have mentioned in the essay. And this is a kind of strategy which I followed, but it is always better that you form your own strategy which suits your personality and suits your profile. And final suggestion, try to make it a conversation type of personal interview or a discussion type of personal interview. If it happens like a question and answer, then you will not feel comfortable, and even panel will not be comfortable for selecting such candidate. When it is a kind of discussion or conversation type, the chances of conversion are very high. All the best.